Stefon Diggs just broke his silence, and what he allegedly said about Cardi B's baby DNA results has sent the internet into absolute chaos. Nobody expected this moment. Not after the cheating rumors. Not after the public breakup whispers. Not after Cardi B was dragged into one of the messiest paternity storms celebrity culture has seen in years. But now insiders claim Diggs saw the results, stared at his phone in complete silence, then delivered 3 words that changed everything. Those 3 words? You played me. And if that report is true, this is no longer celebrity gossip. This is emotional warfare. Because while fans were busy arguing over whether Offset had gone too far demanding answers, another battle was happening behind closed doors. Calls were made. Lawyers were contacted. Friends were choosing sides. And Cardi B reportedly went from furious to panicked in a matter of hours. Sources say Diggs felt humiliated. Offset allegedly felt vindicated. And Cardi? She may have realized the one secret she thought would stay buried had finally exploded into public view. But wait, because it gets darker. There are now whispers that Diggs didn't just react with anger. He may have made a move nobody saw coming, a move that could cost Cardi millions, destroy Offset's image, and drag this entire love triangle into a courtroom nightmare. And if what leaked this morning is real, somebody is lying. Stay tuned, because the story gets far more brutal from here. To understand why Stefon Diggs' alleged reaction hits so hard, you have to understand one brutal truth. This was never just a relationship. It was a war disguised as romance. When Cardi B first moved on from Offset, fans thought she was finally escaping years of chaos. Public cheating scandals, breakups, reconciliations, emotional live rants, deleted posts. It felt like every few months their marriage exploded again. And every time people said, "This is the end," somehow they found their way back into each other's orbit. But this time looked different. Then Stefon Diggs entered the picture. He wasn't a rapper. He wasn't from the music industry's circus. He was polished, athletic, rich, and carried himself like a man who could bring stability into Cardi's life. To many fans, Diggs looked like the upgrade, the calm after the storm, the man who could help Cardi heal after years of emotional damage. And Cardi reportedly leaned into that image hard. Insiders claimed she told close friends Diggs made her feel safe again. She allegedly loved that he moved differently than Offset. No constant internet drama. No embarrassing public scenes. No desperate antics for attention. Just private energy, expensive gifts, late-night flights, and the feeling that she had finally won after losing so much. But here's where the cracks began. People close to the situation claimed Diggs was never fully comfortable with how present Offset still was in Cardi's life. Remember, they shared children, history, businesses, and unfinished emotions. No matter how far Cardi tried to move on, Offset's name never left the room. And Offset knew it. Sources say he hated seeing Cardi publicly happy with another man. Every photo of Cardi smiling with Diggs allegedly irritated him. Every rumor about vacations, private dinners, and secret nights together reportedly pushed him deeper into resentment. Then came the first warning signs. Fans noticed Cardi and Diggs would appear close one week, then strangely distant the next. She would post cryptic messages. He would go quiet. She would seem emotional during performances. He would suddenly be seen elsewhere surrounded by women and friends. The relationship looked glamorous from the outside. Inside, it may have been collapsing. One insider claimed Diggs often questioned whether Cardi had truly let go of Offset emotionally. Another source claimed Cardi became suspicious that Diggs liked the spotlight more than he admitted. What started as passion slowly turned into paranoia. And then the baby changed everything. When news spread that Cardi had welcomed another child, people instantly began connecting timelines. Fans asked dangerous questions. Haters started doing math online. Gossip pages posted theories every hour. Some supported Cardi. Others accused her of hiding truths. Then Offset made what many saw as a calculated move. Instead of staying silent, he allegedly pushed for answers behind the scenes. Not emotional answers. Legal answers. That's when the phrase DNA test entered the conversation, and once those words appeared, the entire internet exploded. Because now this wasn't about jealousy anymore. It was about fatherhood. It was about trust. It was about humiliation. And for Stefon Diggs, sources say this was the moment he began questioning everything he thought was real. Friends close to Diggs allegedly said he felt blindsided that such a private issue had become public spectacle. They claim he hated being turned into a meme while strangers debated his personal life like entertainment. Meanwhile, Cardi was reportedly furious that private family matters were leaking from every direction. And Offset? Some say he stayed calm because he believed time was finally working in his favor. But nobody was ready for what happened next. Because when the alleged results started circulating privately, Diggs didn't post a rant. He didn't go live. He didn't tweet. He did something far colder and far more dangerous. And that silent reaction may have terrified everyone involved. The night everything reportedly changed did not begin with screaming, police lights, or viral posts. It began with silence. Sources claim Stefon Diggs received a private message containing what was described as updated legal information tied to Cardi B's ongoing DNA controversy. At first, he allegedly thought it was fake. Another rumor. Another troll trying to bait him into reacting. But then he opened the file. Witnesses close to the athlete say Diggs stared at his phone for nearly 2 full minutes without saying a word. No movement. No blink. Just frozen. The room reportedly went so quiet that one friend asked if he was okay. He never answered. Instead, insiders say he stood up, walked to the balcony, and locked the door behind him. That is when panic allegedly started spreading inside Cardi's circle. Because people close to her had already heard whispers that Diggs was feeling used. They say he had tolerated public chaos, ignored trolling, defended Cardi privately, and stayed solid through months of drama. But if the paperwork was real, this was different. This was betrayal on paper. According to a leaked source, the documents did not give full answers, but they raised enough questions to ignite distrust. Dates, timelines, prior contact, legal language that could be interpreted multiple ways. Nothing definitive, but enough to shake a man already under pressure. And Diggs reportedly snapped. One insider claims he fired off a message to Cardi that simply read, "Tell me now." No greeting, no emojis, no explanation. Just 4 words heavy enough to shake an empire. Cardi allegedly called immediately. He declined. She called again. Declined. 3rd time? Straight to voicemail. That's when people say she knew the situation had become dangerous. Because Diggs was never known for messy public reactions. He didn't rant online. He didn't beg for attention. If he went quiet, it usually meant he was done planning words and started planning moves. Then came the first twist nobody expected. Instead of confronting Cardi in private, sources claim Diggs contacted attorneys first. Yes, before another phone call, before another argument, before hearing her side. Lawyers. That one decision sent shockwaves through celebrity circles because it suggested Diggs believed this was no longer a relationship issue. It was now a liability issue. Money, image, custody, reputation. And Cardi allegedly lost it when she heard. A source close to her claims she shouted, "He acting like I set him up," but the damage was already spreading. Minutes later, anonymous pages began posting cryptic captions. Big athlete about to walk away. Rapper mom crying tonight. DNA drama deeper than y'all know. No names. No proof. But everyone knew who they were talking about. Then, Offset entered the story in the most chilling way possible. He allegedly posted a photo of himself smirking with no caption, then deleted it 7 minutes later. That was enough. Fans took it as victory. Comment sections exploded with claims that Offset knew all along. Others accused him of humiliating Cardi out of revenge. Some said he was trolling Diggs. Others said it was coincidence. But one thing became clear. The love triangle had become public war. Then came the moment insiders call the coldest reaction of all. Late that night, Cardi reportedly reached Diggs through a mutual friend and begged for one in-person conversation. She allegedly said there were things he misunderstood and things she could explain face to face. His response? "There's nothing left to explain." That line spread through private chats like wildfire. But here's the shocking twist that made everything worse. Hours after rejecting Cardi, Diggs was reportedly seen leaving a private dinner with a woman fans immediately recognized from an old rumor Cardi once denied. If true, that means Diggs didn't just feel betrayed. He retaliated instantly. And when Cardi saw the photos, insiders claimed she threw her phone across the room. Because now this wasn't about DNA anymore. It was revenge. And what Offset allegedly did next would turn this already toxic scandal into total chaos. By sunrise, the scandal was no longer private. It was everywhere. Entertainment blogs were posting countdown-style updates. Fan pages were comparing timelines. TikTok creators were drawing relationship charts like detectives solving a murder case. And the hashtags tied to Cardi B, Stefon Diggs, and Offset were climbing so fast that insiders said publicists were scrambling before breakfast. But the real damage came from one leaked voice note. An anonymous account posted audio claiming to be someone from Diggs' inner circle. The voice allegedly said, "He ain't mad about the baby, he mad about being played in front of the world." That single sentence changed the narrative instantly. Because now fans believed Diggs' pain wasn't about fatherhood, it was humiliation. Being the successful athlete brought in after Offset, being used as the clean rebound, being celebrated publicly while chaos was still alive privately. And if that theory was true, the anger made sense. Then Cardi reportedly struck back. Sources claim she posted a message to her private page saying, "Men love acting innocent after destroying women first." She deleted it quickly. Too late. Screenshots flooded social media in minutes. Fans split into war zones. Team Cardi said she was tired of men trying to control the story. Team Diggs said he had every right to feel disrespected. Team Offset said this proved he was never the villain people painted him to be. And then came the second twist nobody expected. Offset allegedly reached out to Diggs directly. No one knows the exact message, but insiders say it was calm, short, and disrespectful at the same time. One source claimed it read, "Now you see." That rumor alone sent the internet into meltdown. Because if true, Offset wasn't just watching the chaos. He was enjoying it. Some fans called it legendary revenge. Others called it manipulative and cruel. But either way, his name was suddenly back at the center of Cardi's life without lifting a finger publicly. Then celebrity reactions began pouring in. A rapper close to Cardi allegedly posted, "Women move on, men stalk." An ex-NFL player tweeted, "Never date during unfinished business." A reality star went live saying, "This is why public rebounds never last." Even people with no connection to the situation started weighing in because the drama had become irresistible. But behind the scenes, things were reportedly darker than anyone knew. Sources claim Diggs was considering releasing receipts, messages, travel logs, dates, conversations that could defend his image if the narrative turned against him. Friends allegedly urged him to stay quiet. They warned him that exposing Cardi could damage everyone involved, especially the children. Meanwhile, Cardi was said to be furious that people were treating her pain like entertainment. One insider claimed she screamed, "They all hurting me then acting like victims." Then came the photo that shook everything. Late afternoon, paparazzi caught Cardi leaving a building wearing sunglasses indoors, no glam team, visibly tense, holding paperwork. Fans immediately speculated she had met lawyers. Minutes later, Diggs was spotted at a training facility looking expressionless, refusing to answer questions. And Offset? He posted a single hourglass emoji. No caption. No explanation. That one emoji exploded online. Was he saying time reveals truth? Was he warning more was coming? Was he mocking both of them? Nobody knew. Then, the most shocking reveal of the day dropped. A gossip page claimed the DNA issue may not be the biggest secret at all. According to their anonymous source, there was allegedly another hidden conflict involving money, promises, and a business deal tied to Cardi's inner circle. If true, Diggs may have believed he was stepping into love, while others believed he was stepping into leverage. Now the scandal had transformed again. Not just romance, not just paternity, not just revenge, potential strategy. And when reporters began contacting management teams for comment, everyone suddenly went silent. No denials, no confirmations, No statements. Just silence. The kind of silence that usually means one thing. Something bigger is about to break. By the end of the day, social media looked like a battlefield. Nobody was neutral anymore. Every platform had turned into a courtroom where strangers acted like judges, juries, and executioners. TikTok creators were screaming into microphones. YouTubers were posting hourly updates. X Spaces rooms were packed with thousands of listeners debating one question. Who really played who? Team Cardi came out swinging first. Fans argued Cardi had every right to protect herself after years of public heartbreak. They said people were ignoring everything she allegedly endured just to attack her now. Posts flooded timelines saying, "Men embarrass women for years, but cry when women move on." Some even claimed Diggs knew Cardi's situation from the start and accepted the chaos willingly. Others went harder. One viral tweet read, "Y'all wanted Cardi happy until she chose herself." That post pulled millions of views in hours. But Team Diggs was just as loud. Supporters painted him as a man dragged into unresolved drama he never created. They said he gave Cardi support, loyalty, presence, and privacy, only to be rewarded with confusion and public embarrassment. One fan post that exploded online said, "Imagine loving a woman still emotionally married to her ex." That line became a trending caption across platforms. Then came Team Offset. And this was the most shocking faction of all. People who had spent years criticizing him suddenly started reframing him as the man who saw through everything. Supporters claimed he was messy, yes, but not blind. They argued his legal moves were mocked until new questions surfaced. One creator said, "Everybody laughed at Offset until the paperwork started talking." That clip went viral instantly. The music industry reacted too. A female rapper close to Cardi allegedly told friends, "She needs peace, not men." An NFL analyst joked on air, "Diggs can't escape double coverage on or off the field." A podcaster said, "This is why fame destroys trust." Nobody knows what's real anymore. Even mainstream news outlets began covering the story because the names were too big to ignore. But while the internet laughed, insiders said emotions behind the scenes were boiling over. Sources claim Cardi was devastated watching people turn her life into memes. One insider said she felt betrayed by everyone. Diggs for going cold, Offset for enjoying the chaos, and the public for celebrating her pain. Meanwhile, Diggs reportedly felt his image was being weaponized. Friends say he hated being portrayed as weak, gullible, or desperate. To them, this wasn't gossip, it was reputation damage. And Offset allegedly loved the attention. A source close to him claimed he kept saying, "Truth don't need volume." That phrase instantly spread online once leaked. Then came celebrity sides. One singer posted a cryptic message, "Never build new love on old rubble." A sports influencer wrote, "Diggs should run." A relationship coach posted, "Cardi is proof that unresolved trauma repeats itself." Each comment added gasoline. Then the debates got uglier. Some accused Cardi of manipulating both men. Others accused Diggs of using the scandal for sympathy. Others said Offset intentionally triggered legal chaos to ruin Cardi's new relationship. No matter what side people chose, one fact remained. Everyone was watching. Then a major entertainment host dropped a bomb during a live stream. They claimed a private mediator had already reached out to all three camps to prevent more public damage. If true, that meant professionals believed the situation could get even worse. Then came another twist. Brands allegedly connected to Diggs were monitoring sentiment. Translation? Sponsors were watching public reaction closely. That raised the stakes immediately. Now, this wasn't just emotional. It was financial. It was image management. It was career survival. Cardi's fanbase then launched a counterattack, accusing blogs of targeting women while excusing men. Diggs supporters fired back, saying accountability isn't misogyny. Offset fans mocked everyone and posted old clips claiming he won by waiting. The toxicity became endless. And just when people thought the frenzy had peaked, a late-night report surfaced claiming one of the three stars was preparing a sit-down interview to tell their side first. No one knew who, but if that happens, this scandal won't cool down. it will explode all over again. Just when the public thought every secret had already leaked, the most dangerous twist reportedly happened behind closed doors. A private source claims Stefon Diggs did not react the way everyone assumed.
He didn't beg.
He didn't rage. He didn't chase Cardi B for answers. He allegedly did something colder than all of that combined. He started collecting evidence. According to insiders, Diggs quietly gathered screenshots, call logs, travel dates, deleted messages, and private conversations from the timeline of his relationship with Cardi. At first, people thought it was for personal closure. But then one source dropped a chilling claim. It's not for closure. It's for protection. That sentence changed everything. Because now fans began asking if Diggs believed a bigger lie had been told, one involving not just emotions, but image manipulation, money promises, and public narrative control. Then came Cardi's alleged breakdown. Sources say once she learned Diggs was organizing receipts, she panicked. Not because of cheating rumors. Not because of the baby controversy. Because of timing. People close to her claim there were conversations, private plans, and promises made during the overlap of her unfinished war with Offset and her new chapter with Diggs. If those details surfaced publicly, the internet might rewrite the entire story. And then came Offset. Insiders claim he heard Diggs was preparing to defend himself and laughed. One source says Offset told a friend. "I told y'all the movie wasn't over." That quote exploded through private circles before ever reaching blogs. But here's the most shocking part. Instead of attacking Cardi publicly, Diggs allegedly requested a private face-to-face meeting with both Cardi and legal representatives present. No cameras, no blogs, no phones, no leaks. Why would he need lawyers in the room unless the stakes were massive? Then another rumor surfaced that sent everyone into panic mode. There may be a non-disclosure agreement involved. If true, that means someone may have tried to keep sensitive details buried long before the public even knew drama existed. Now the story transformed again. This was no longer about who loved who. It was about what was hidden. Then paparazzi caught Cardi leaving a black SUV late at night wearing sunglasses, hood up, visibly emotional. She refused all questions. Minutes later, Diggs was seen entering a downtown office building after midnight. And Offset? He posted a chessboard. No caption. Just a chessboard. Fans instantly took it as a message. Everybody had been playing, and somebody was about to be checkmated. Then came the final cliffhanger. A major gossip account claimed one of the 3 stars is preparing to go public within days with proof that changes the timeline forever. No names were given. No side confirmed it. But insiders say when that proof drops, one person will look innocent, one will look reckless, and one may lose everything. So now the question is terrifyingly simple. Will Cardi speak first? Will Diggs expose everything? Or has Offset been waiting this whole time for the perfect moment to finish the game? Because this story is not over. It may only be entering its most brutal chapter yet. Now I need to hear from you, because this situation has turned into one of the wildest celebrity scandals of the year. Do you think Stefon Diggs truly got blindsided? Or do you think he already knew more than people realize? Did Cardi B get caught in a messy timeline? Or is the internet unfairly attacking her while ignoring everyone else's role in the chaos? And what about Offset? Was he exposing the truth from day one, or simply using drama to pull himself back into Cardi's life? Drop your honest opinion in the comments right now, because this debate is dividing fans everywhere. Team Cardi? Team Diggs? Team Offset? Or Team Nobody? Make sure you hit like if you enjoy these explosive updates, subscribe if you want the real tea before everyone else, and turn on notifications, because this story is moving fast. Sources are already whispering that secret meetings are happening, receipts may be released, and one major interview could drop at any moment. If that happens, everything you think you know today could be destroyed tomorrow. So stay ready, because the next update might expose who lied, who used to, and who is about to lose the most. Trust me, you do not want to miss what happens next.